Good afternoon, hot rodders and rodettes. Let's talk about the 1970 Torino and the 1970 Falcon and why a Falcon is not a Torino. The 1970 Falcon came out mid-year of 1970. It was designed to be an economy car, but cheaper than anything else on the market. Now here you can see the news release from Ford. You can pause to read that if you want, where it just outlines what the purpose of the car is supposed to be. Now, Frank Teach Ford in Portsmouth, Ohio is actually where my dad bought his 70.5 Falcon new. I was able to find a couple newspaper clippings showing the advertisements at the time, where you could get a 2-door, 4-door in stock. The Falcon came standard with the 6-cylinder, 3-speed manual transmission, but you could also get a 302, an H-code 351 Cleveland 2-barrel, an M-code 351 Cleveland, as well as a 429. It also came as a station wagon and a 4-door with no discernible differences between the Fairlane and Torino model.
The 1970 Torino. It's new, clear through, even to its longer, wider platform. We lengthened the wheelbase, widened the tread, and came up with our biggest platform of any car in its class. So when you drive the 1970 Torino, its wider platform makes it ride smoother and hold the road better. Ford gives you better ideas. It's the going thing.
When you think of the Torino GT or Cobra, you're generally referring to the sports roof or fastback version. The back half of this car is completely different than the back half of a formal roof or a Falcon. The front half's the same though, with the fenders and hood being interchangeable with both. To further add to the confusion, we have the 1970 Fairlane 500, which shares the same grille and body parts as the Falcon and formal roof Torino. The only difference between the Fairlane and the Falcon is that the Fairlane is a hardtop. Moving into the interior, the Falcon did not come with carpet. They were equipped with just a vinyl floor. However, there are some similarities between the Cobra and the Falcon in the interior. The seats, to my understanding, are Falcon specific. They're just kind of cheap seats. The rear windows on this model do roll down. I have seen some that had non-operational rear windows. However, they don't go all the way down. They only go about halfway. Here you can see the full frame and vent window. That's what makes this Falcon specific and not interchangeable with the Torino. However, the door panels are exactly the same, with the design being the same as the Cobra as shown here, the exception seeing the Cobra logo right above the handle there. And this door panel is out of a Torino GT. Any Torino, Fairlane, or Falcon equipped with a shaker hood came with the flat style hood, which is why they are popular among those converting to a shaker. The GT was the exception. Here you can see my 70 GT convertible has the honeycomb taillights, whereas my 70.5 Falcon shares just the standard taillights that were found on every model of Torino, Fairlane, and Falcon. So what are the differences? The Falcon is a 2-door post car, otherwise known as a sedan, and it also has a vent window. That makes it different than a Torino, and also the parts not interchangeable, whereas the Torino is a hardtop. The same motors could be had. You could get a 429 Super Cobra jet. You could get shaker hoods. You could get everything for a Falcon that you could get for a Torino, only cheaper. Well, I hope that was somewhat educational for you. It's kind of cold out here, so we're going to call it a day. Thanks for watching.